So what is going on, people, and welcome to episode 9 of the Barnsley career mode here on FIFA 22. If you are looking forward to this episode, then make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss out on any further content. And well, today we pick things up on Boxing Day with a home game against Stoke, but let's remind ourselves of what happened last time out. So in the last episode, got back to things and got back to winning away straight away. 3 league wins on the trot. We started with a 1-0 win over Huddersfield before picking up a 3-1 win away at Preston and then a 5-0 win against former Barnsley manager Valérien Ismaël and his West Brom side. So that means that today we have games against Stoke and then away at Blackburn to finish 2021, and then we move into the January transfer window with a game away at Nottingham Forest. As you can see, we are drawn away to Blackburn in the FA Cup as well. So we will enter January today. There is some business to be done in terms of goings out. So if we have a look at my club, it's all business going out. Nothing prearranged in terms of coming in. So Adebayo is going to be leaving us on a permanent deal. He's going to China, and then some loans as well. Remy Vita to Kasimpasa, Kitching to Almeria, and Straha to Sutton, and Jasper Moon to Paris FC. So they'll all be leaving on the 1st of January. We might get a little bit of money with the Adebayo. I don't know if that's been factored in. Probably not. We've only got 250k in the transfer budget, so it's unlikely we're going to do much in terms of business. We might try and maybe get a loan signing in, or, you know, I love a free transfer, so we'll see if there's any knocking about. But yeah, let's not worry about that too much. In terms of transfers, though, a little while, well, when I was doing the episodes when the game came out, a couple of you in the comments did leave some suggestions, so thank you for that. I have got them scouted. So Samuel Shashua was one that was recommended, but he has just moved to Hull City in this save, so unfortunately we won't be able to go after him. Same with Mubarak Wakaso. He was someone that was recommended, but unfortunately has just moved to Shenzhen, so we won't be able to get him either. But these are all players that have been recommended. So Callum Patterson is there, a striker from Sheffield Wednesday. Adem Zorgen at Sporting Charleroi in Belgium, 71 overall, central midfielder at 71. He's definitely someone we could look at bringing in the future. Amadou Dante as well from Sturm Graz, left back. Can play left wing as well, 70 rated, 21 again. Przemysław Wisniewski, I'm going to go with 23, 67. May just about be on the cusp of what we might be able to get. I might look elsewhere though, but again, a good suggestion. And Gonçalo Ramos from Benfica, someone, you know, 73 rated, 20 years old. It would cost a little bit more coming from the likes of Benfica, but yeah. So those guys are on the shortlist. We may well make moves for those guys in the future. So thank you for those comments. If you are, you know, if you do have any transfer suggestions yourself watching this, then by all means leave them in the comments, and I can certainly have a look at them to get into this side. If we have a look at the championship table, then it makes for a pretty reading. We are exactly halfway through the season, 23 games played, and we have a 5-point gap over second place Birmingham. And then making up the playoffs, Reading, Sheffield United, Bournemouth and Forest. And then if we look towards the bottom end, Swansea, Peterborough and Blackpool all in the relegation zone as it stands. Now, because of our 5-0 win in the last one, we said that we would move the difficulty up. So I'll go into the settings. It's already on legendary. We will move it up to ultimate, and we will see how we get on in this first game. Never played on ultimate, but it is at home against Stoke. So it's a game normally you'd fancy us to win, especially with the form that we are in. But it's going to throw in a whole new challenge, and one we'll have to see if we can make it a step up to. But like I said, if you are looking forward to this and probably looking forward to seeing me get spanked, then make sure you drop a like. Stay tuned as well. Could be an interesting episode. But for now, let's get into this Stoke game. So this is the Stoke lineup then. I think they're playing 5 at the back. Bursic in goal. Smith, Ostergaard, Suter, Chester and Fox at the back. Sawyers, Klukas and Powell in midfield. And Brown and Seema up front. I believe that's Jaden Brown up front. I could well be wrong. Jaden Brown? No, that's the left back at Huddersfield. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a tough test. But they had the pre-match cutscene of us walking, the team coach arriving and focusing on Leia Osaka. He is, of course, the championship top goal scorer, 17 goals in 23 games. He's 7 clear of the next person. So, yeah, it's he's having a fantastic season. As we make moves forward here, and it's Carlton Morris into the area. He is offside, though. But, you know, the Stoke happy to let us have the ball by the scene of things at early doors. It will be how they go forward, though, that will be the real test. Out to Smith, and Styles will intercept that, and Morris might be able to get away from his defender here and get a run at Erstegaard. Cut back, though. And Ramal Palmer is there in the middle. Ramsey has made the run, and that's who we'll slip it through to. And Osaka is in, and he finds the back of the net. Aaron Leia Osaka. This man cannot stop scoring a hat-trick in the last game against West Brom. And, well, he's continued his fine goal-scoring form. A lovely first-time strike. Had to put plenty of power on it. I didn't, you know, as soon as he got through, I was like, yes, hit it. And then actually I was like, oh, I've got time, though. 18 and 20. Okay, so his record's even better than what we initially thought. Superb start of the season for this man. Well, Ultimate maybe isn't proving too much of a challenge, but Stoke haven't really threatened us yet, so I'll hold fire for now, and saying that it's too easy as they come forward here on this left hand side. Morgan Fox inside to Nick Powell. Brown, oh, they're moving the ball very quickly, and it's almost a pass back there from Seamer in a way. Oh, that's a bit of a late tackle. Seamer's probably going to have to be booked for that. Osaka, it's a lovely ball out here to Corley Woodrow's got a bit of space. Ramsey making the run forward, and that's who we'll try and find in the area. Jacob Ramsey, it's a lovely save, and Palmer, oh, on the follow-up shot is cut out though. Didn't have a lot of power on it, so, well, there's the half-time whistle. A bit of dodgy defending. Haven't had much to deal with from Stoke. They've come forward but not really produced anything. The AI moved the ball a hell of a lot quicker on Ultimate, so it's yeah, it's gonna be in a challenge in that regard. That is poor from Morris. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge in that regard, just trying to keep up with the play against some of the better sides. We might all struggle as we're giving the ball away here. Powell, man over on this left hand side. Morgan Fox cuts in nicely. He finds Stephen Fletcher, and he forces the save from Brad Collins. A first shot that Stoke have had in this game. That's one thing we're going to have to deal with, is not having the ball for large spells, I think, on this. Ultimate Morris is there, has the strike across goal, and we're on the counter attack. We managed to get the goal. It's certainly against a run of play. Stoke have dominated this second half, but in pushing forward they've left gaps behind, and a clinical counter attack. Carlton Morris continues our love-hate relationship. He hasn't had the best of games, but when it matters, he's grabbed an all-important goal. And yeah, it's 2-0 now, and they'd feel the game. Oh, another really rough tackle, this time from Sam Clucas. And he's injured Ramsey. He's going to have to go off it, the central midfielder. It's a booking. There's a wild tackle from Clucas. Or is he not going to have to? Is he going to have to go off? I think, yeah, he's going to have to. Oh, it's Ramal Palmer. I thought it was Ramsey. Okay, well, we can bring Gomez on. That's not a problem. Powell brings the ball forward. Fletcher. Seamer has the strike first time, but not troubling Collins. Well over the bar. And we're just over 10 minutes to go. Stoke look like they haven't got anything to give. Fletcher gets the ball to Seamer. Sutar on the overlap. And Seamer is going to have a strike from distance. Collins gets a hand to it and will push it out for a corner. Determined to keep a clean sheet in this one. Brad Collins. Get on the end of that. We do. Woodrow's there. Out to Erstegaard. Pavlovic will cut that one out, and we deal with it beautifully. The AI is certainly not afraid to get their foot in, which, you know, is nice to see, to be fair, that they're more competitive. But that is the final whistle. A tame shot from Seamer straight into the hands of Collins, and we've dealt with it well. 2-0 win. We continue our run, and well, we continue our good performance in the Championship. How did Birmingham get on? Reading drew. Birmingham drew as well, so we move 2 points further clear at the top of the Championship. 7 points clear now. Cade Cowell, scout report. I don't know whether he was recommended or someone that's coming up a scout. He must have done, because I don't have scouts, I think. So we'll have a look at Cade Cowell and see how good he is. How long he is. Well, that's Romal Palmer's season done. Cruciate ligament injury, 7 months out. That's literally his season finished. Well, we'll be in the market for a central midfielder, I think, in January. How good is Cade Cowell? Let's have a look. 65 rated. Not too bad. Probably not good enough, though, at this moment in time. For a 1.4 million as well. So he's obviously maybe got a bit of potential. Maybe he's someone that we can look at in the future. But yeah, not right now. But yeah, for now, we'll move on and we'll deal with the Romal Palmer injury. And we'll see you for the Blackburn game. So this is the Blackburn side then for this game. Kaminsky in goal. A back four, I guess. Niambe, Magloire, Wharton and Teo Edun. 4-3-3. Buckley, Davenport and Kuzayev in midfield. Poveda, Gallagher and Siede up top. I believe some of these players I've not even heard of before, but in real life, Blackburn having an absolute stormer of a season. We one enforced change. Gomez is in. He's gonna that's gonna be his spot for the rest of the season. He's gonna have to make it his own. We have got options in central midfield. So we won't desperately need to go out and get a central midfielder in January. We do have options there. So if we can afford to improve, then we may well do. But yeah, for now at least, it's going to be Gomez's position to lose. He was our substitute option, but now it's Josh Benson who's moved up onto the bench. I haven't used him too much, Josh Benson, but when I have, I enjoyed him. So not too disheartened. Although for Romal Palmer, absolutely gutted. It's going to be Kuzayev, the captain, to whip it in. And he's aiming for that near post, but Anderson is there. They had a little, oh, hello, Siade. And he's, oh my word, what a save. The snapshot on the turn, I didn't quite see who it was from. Yeah, competition record for this division is 59. And according to whether it's his XG or whatever, I'm not too sure. Aseka this season is projected to get 48 goals. I mean, if he can manage it, that would be superb. But I have a feeling second half of the season, especially on a higher difficulty, may not be as fruitful. And hopefully the half-time whistle will soon be coming. We could do with it really, really badly. Although, a lovely ball from Hellick into Woodrow. Oh, there's an option there. Ramsey. Oh, it's a great save. It's near post from Kaminsky, but the danger's not over yet. Woodrow. Going to get a ball in. He can't quite find Aseka at that near post. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, a late chance, and it could have been Barnsley, who after all the pressure of the first half, it could have been Barnsley that took the lead. As it is, Kaminsky makes a good stop at his near post, and that's a poor pass. But luckily for Blackburn, the touch from Gomez wasn't his finest work, and a lovely ball over the top there. And Seed, Travis can't find his man. Gallagher, Travis again. Here's Sam Gallagher, has the strike, and again it is Brad Collins. He keeps it at 0 for Blackburn. Sorry if the commentary isn't, well, commentary's not that great anyway most of the time, let's be honest. But if it's even worse than normal, it's because I'm having to concentrate so hard on keeping a clean sheet. I don't know whether it's Blackburn are just a better side than Stoke, or whether it's because they're playing at home. Maybe I'm not too sure, but they're moving the ball around much better. Maybe it's because they're not playing as negatively as Stoke. I don't know. They're playing the 4-3-3. As Poveda gets by Styles. Tries the little twist and turn, Poveda, and it's worked, to be fair to him. To the edge of the area. Travis. And Kuzayev has the strike, and again it's Collins who turns the ball behind. Oh, Maglio, the centre half. It's Travis. He tries again. It was almost similar to the shot that Seema had in the last game. It was almost like pass back style, but that is poor from Styles. gives the ball away. Butterworth, the substitute. Pervader is in behind, and luckily Collins manages to narrow down the angle. Pavlovic has had to come across it, and Britain does well to mop up, to be fair, but again he can't get the ball out either. Blackburn have just been absolutely restless in their, well, closing us down. We need to make some changes, I think. Blackburn have made a lot more passes, and their passing accuracy is 90%. Ours, 69. I mean, nice, but oh, that was how is that a corner again? Some dodgy decision. I don't think Williams got a touch on. Oh my word, Ramsey's just been absolutely hacked down, and well, a red card for Blackburn, and deservedly so. There's a wild tackle from Pervader. Loose touch, and he's just scissored him off the floor as well. He can have no complaints. Right, less than 10 minutes to go. We've got a man advantage. Let's make it count. Williams gets the tackle in, and that is surely going to be that, and it is a 0-0 against 10 men Blackburn, but only 10 men for the final few minutes of the game. We had to earn that point. Blackburn have certainly felt hard done by. Absolutely dominated the game. We had no answer for them, but somehow we managed to hold on and escape with a point. So as you can see then, it has ticked over to the 1st of January, so a number of players have departed. Adeboyezu has gone permanently. 4 players have left on loan. I have sent the scout-outs to look for a central midfielder. Have we got any more money now? Okay, so we have just under $1 million. We might be able to get someone young and cheap, we'll see. So this is the Forest starting 11 then. Samba in goal. Drager, Figueiredo, McKenna and Lowe at the back for them. Ajeda, Yates, Zinkernagel, Maidson and Carvalho in midfield. Silva up front. I'm not too sure what Silva that is. We'll have to wait and see. We have made 6 changes. Very tired squad for this game. Happy New Year, by the way, as this game was played on New Year's Day. But yeah, Ben Williams in at left wing back, Benson and Christy Davis in the middle, and a completely different front three, Fraser Allaire and Devante Cole up front. So, a pretty, a bit of a weaker side, it must be said, but hopefully, hopefully we can still manage to get something out of this game. Christy Davis is the man who's sort of benefited from Ramal Palmer's injury, really. He found himself on the transfer list, to be honest, but I've taken him off just because we need him for moments like this, really. So yeah, despite we are looking for a central midfielder, as you know. Rafael Silva, apparently. I'm not too sure if he's a new signing. Or Anderson does really well. There's a foul in there somewhere, though, apparently. And we're giving away a free kick in an interesting position. It's going to be Zinkernagel to take, although they've got a few men standing over it. And we're going to they've tried the long range effort, tried to get someone out to it. But it's fairly comfortable, you'd have to say, from Collins from the distance. And there goes the half-time whistle. Not much doing in that first half. Not really a lot of action for either side, it must be said. A bit of a stalemate. As I'm going to have a sip of Red Bull, struggling today. Can we cut this back? We can. Devante Cole has cut inside. Oh, he has to strike. He's blocked. Yeah, last year, although the default was Barnes 5 at the back, and that is certainly what they played under Ismail, we opted for a 4 just to include some of our better players. And it works. But this year we went with the 5 just because Barnsley aren't one of the better teams, and I think the better players sort of fit into the 5 at the back system. So we stuck with it, and Pavlovic has been a finer compliment to oh my word, a finer compliment to Hellick and Anderson at the back. See if there's any changes we can make. Holding on a little bit, Maidson going off as far as make their final sub. Joe Lolly, a man coming on. Can we get this one away? Williams is there and gets it away. Yates needs to get out to Joe Lolly. And the substitute who's just come on has probably won it for Forest there. As the team go wild, the subs are there to celebrate. No manager joining them. But it's a great strike. I think the tired legs have paid off there for Forest. No one getting out to him really, and he's found the corner beautifully. Not a lot Collins could do about that. apart from watch it fly into the corner. Oh, again, great defending from Max Lowe. And there goes the full-time whistle. It is defeat. Our first defeat in quite some time, to be fair, and our first defeat on this new difficulty. But can have no complaints, really. Forest were probably the better side. But frustrating. Reading win. I'm not too sure how Birmingham will get on. We'll find out in a second. Oh, no, we won't, because it's the FA Cup. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that brings an end to the episode. Let's have a look. No, didn't want that. So we've got Blackburn away in the FA Cup. Let's just have a look at the Championship table. So it stands 26. So, yeah, Birmingham must have won then. The gap's down to 4 now as we pick up our 5th defeat of the season. Well, look at that goal difference. Really, really good. Reading 7 points behind us. And, Forest are playoff teams, actually. We can't have too many complaints about how they were. Blackpool 11 points adrift now. They look doomed already, don't they? But that's how it finishes in this episode. In the next episode, if we have a look, I think we will do the rest of the month of January. I will sim the cup game. Not fussed about the FA Cup. We can want to focus on the league this season and get it promoted. So we'll sim the Blackburn game, and then I'll play Blackpool, Birmingham, but Bournemouth. Hopefully, pick up a win against Blackpool and get our mojo going for what is going to undoubtedly be 2 really tough games to close out the episode. So a bit of a longer one. We'll play out through the month of January as well, so we'll be able to see all the transfer action that may or may not happen. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. You may notice as well, I don't know if you were able to see, I am wearing my Evolving Mindset jumper today. Massive shout out to Lee, and some of you watching may know who Lee is, but he's a director for this charity. Evolving Mindset are a charity based in Merseyside. They do loads of in-person sessions, not so much at the moment, obviously because of the pandemic, although they are starting to branch out a bit more. But they do a load of online sessions, all sorts of stuff to do with mental health. I'll put all their links and everything down in the description. So if you are struggling, if you feel like you need some help, by all means, you know, if you are struggling, feel free to DM me. My DMs are always open if anyone needs a word. But obviously, I'm not, you know, I'm not a qualified professional. I can only help you so far. But if you feel like you do need maybe that professional help, then by all means, branch out to them. Lee and the guys over there, Andy and Phil, they do amazing work, and the rest of the guys. So yeah, please, if you need to, then yeah, all the links will be in the description. But as I said, guys, hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.